The Tale of the Tailless Squirrel That Visits My Backyard. An Exposition of Stories. By Cass Davis. Since my retirement, I've dedicated considerable time to observing the animals and birds in my backyard, something I had never noticed or done before. One crisp morning, as I sat on my porch, sipping a cup of tea, I noticed something unusual in my backyard. Unlike any I had seen, a squirrel was scurrying about without a tail. Its fluffy, tailless rear end bobbed in an oddly endearing manner as it navigated the lower branches of the trees. This was the first time I encountered a tailless squirrel, which immediately piqued my curiosity. I couldn't help but watch this unique creature go about its daily activities. I silently observed the tailless squirrel's life for about a week. It would dart between bushes, leap onto the lower branches of trees, and occasionally scramble onto the roof of my next-door neighbor's house. It seemed to have adapted to its tailless state remarkably well, using its body's movements to compensate for the missing appendage. Then, to my surprise, the tailless squirrel disappeared for about a week. I began to worry, fearing the worst. Had something happened to my tailless friend? Had it met with an accident or fallen prey to a predator? But just as I had lost hope, the squirrel reappeared. It resumed its routine, never venturing too far from the safety of the tree's lower branches or the neighbor's roof. It was like it had found a sanctuary in this little corner of the world. This pattern continued for days of observation, followed by an unexplained absence and a return. Each time it disappeared, I couldn't help but wonder about its well-being. I had developed an unexpected bond with this tailless squirrel, and its absence left me uneasy. As I sat on my porch each day, watching my tailless friend go about his or her life, I couldn't help but reflect on the resilience and adaptability of nature. This squirrel had faced adversity and lost a crucial part of its anatomy, yet survived and thrived. My bond with the tailless squirrel in my backyard deepened as the days turned into weeks. I continued to observe its unique daily routines. I marveled at its ability to adapt to a life without a tail. Yet, curiosity and concern gnawed at me, prompting me to dig deeper into the world of squirrels. After researching, I discovered that a squirrel's tail is not just a decorative appendage, it plays a crucial role in its existence. A squirrel's tail helps with balance, communication, and navigation. Without it, a squirrel is severely handicapped, making survival in the wild a daunting challenge. This newfound knowledge gave me a growing responsibility towards my tailless friend. I couldn't bear the thought of my friend struggling to find food and water in my backyard, especially with his/her disability, so I acted. I began placing food and water in the areas where I had noticed my tailless friend ventured most frequently. Seeing the squirrel cautiously approach the offerings was heartwarming, its trust in me growing with each passing day. It seemed to understand that I was extending a helping hand in its time of need. As I carefully laid down the food and water dishes in my backyard, I knew they were not meant only for my tailless friend. Other squirrels and birds often visited, sharing in the bounty I provided. However, as I watched the usual visitors feasting on this particular day, a feeling of anticipation filled the air. Just when I thought Tailless might not appear, there it was, emerging from the shadows, its tailless form instantly recognizable. It joined the gathering with a heartwarming sense of familiarity, partaking in the meal and water, reaffirming our unspoken connection. At that moment, I realized that while my offerings were meant for all the creatures of my backyard, they held a special place for my unique friend, a symbol of hope, resilience, and the enduring bonds that could form between different beings. As I watched the tailless squirrel enjoy the provisions I provided, I couldn't help but wonder about its future. What would happen to my unique friend, eventually? Would it continue to visit my backyard, finding solace and sustenance in this corner of the world? One thing became evident: my hope for my tailless friend's well-being was unwavering. I wished for nothing more than for it to have a long and happy life despite its challenges. In my heart, I had adopted this squirrel as a silent companion, a symbol of resilience and the indomitable spirit of life. Despite my best efforts, I learned that my tailless friend had no family. It was a solitary creature facing the world on its terms. But I took comfort in knowing that it had found a friend in me who cared deeply for its welfare. And so, the days turned into months, and the tailless squirrel continued to visit my backyard. It thrived with my help, and its presence brought me a sense of fulfillment and purpose. In this unlikely friendship, I discovered the true meaning of compassion and the joy of helping another person overcome adversity. As I sipped my tea on the porch, watching my tailless friend partake in the nourishment I offered, I felt a profound connection to nature's wonders and the human heart's capacity to make a difference in the life of a unique and resilient creature. And in that connection, I found solace and hope for the future, for my tailless friend and myself. Conclusion. In the final chapters of our tale, as the seasons continued to change, a sense of hope and inspiration filled the air. My bond with the tailless squirrel had grown stronger, and we faced the challenges that life had thrown our way together. As I replenished the food and water dishes daily, I witnessed a transformation in my tailless friend. It had not only adapted to its disability but had thrived, highlighting an indomitable spirit that inspired me beyond words. Its resilience had become a beacon of hope in my life. With each passing season, I noticed small but significant changes in the squirrel's behavior. It began to explore higher branches in the trees, gradually gaining more confidence in its movements. It even ventured farther from the safety of my backyard, showing a newfound sense of curiosity and adventure. As I watched the tailless squirrel's journey, I couldn't help but be reminded of the incredible power of determination and the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity. It was a testament to the idea that one could thrive and embrace life's wonders despite insurmountable challenges. Our story, one of curiosity and concern, had transformed into hope and inspiration. It served as a reminder that with compassion and care, we can positively impact the lives of others, no matter how different they may be. In the end, my hope for my tailless friend was realized. It had not only found sustenance and support in my backyard. Still, it had also discovered the world beyond its initial boundaries. The squirrel's tailless journey had become a symbol of hope, a testament to the resilience of life, and a source of inspiration that touched my heart deeply. As I sat on my porch, sipping my tea and watching the tailless squirrel explore the world with newfound confidence, I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of hope for the future. Our story has shown me that despite adversity, there is always a path to happiness, and every creature, no matter its limitations, deserves a chance to thrive. And so, with hope in my heart, I continue to be a guardian and friend to my tailless companion, grateful for the lessons it had taught me about the enduring power of hope, resilience, and the boundless potential for happiness in all of us. The end. Dear reader, I want to share a remarkable story with you, one that has touched my heart deeply and taught me invaluable lessons about resilience, compassion, and the beauty of unexpected connections. It's a tale that began in my very own backyard, where I had the privilege of witnessing the extraordinary journey of a tailless squirrel. Initially, I was simply an observer, sipping tea on my porch and watching this unique squirrel navigate life without a tail. It faced challenges that would seem insurmountable to most, but it persevered with a spirit that left me in awe. I became not just an observer but a friend, extending a helping hand by providing food and water to aid its survival. What transpired next was a story of hope and inspiration. This tailless squirrel not only adapted but thrived, defying the odds and teaching me that even in the face of adversity, one can embrace life's wonders. Our journey together was a reminder that compassion and care can profoundly impact the lives of others, no matter how different they may be. It highlighted the boundless potential for happiness within all of us and the enduring power of hope. Reflecting on this story, I am grateful for the lessons it has imparted and the connection it has brought into my life. I hope that in sharing it with you, too, will find inspiration, hope, and a renewed appreciation for the resilience of life. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and may the tale of the tailless squirrel remind us all that even in the face of challenges, there is always a path to happiness. Warmest regards, Cass Davis.